Hi guys, I'm Kate Simsley and welcome to my channel. If you've been here before, welcome back, and if you're new here, welcome in. This is the first part of my apartment build. I've talked about this in other videos. This is a huge build, like it's huge. So it's going to be broken up into a couple of parts, probably 2 parts, but possibly 3. It's going to depend on the next video. The next parts are long. This is going to be the exterior of all 3 buildings, as well as, just the basic, stairwells and balconies and stuff. So you'll see that all come together. Yeah, I'm pretty proud of this build. It's a big one. There's 5 apartments in these buildings that are, livable. So you can have 5 Sims. You could have more than 10 Sims if you really wanted to, because each apartment has a double bed. So if you add a mod, you could easily do 10, but you can also move things around and probably add more beds. Anyway, 5 apartments. They're all 1-bedroom apartment. I didn't put any children's rooms or anything in here. You could always, switch things around and do that. You have some empty apartments if you wanted. And, yeah, I really like it, though. I'm pretty proud of it. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. There was a lot of fiddling and a lot of, adding little things and tweaking little things. I change a lot, so going throughout the video you'll see doors change, and windows change, and balconies change, and fencing changes, everything changes a little bit here and there. But all in all, it's pretty much what you're going to see in the screenshots here. There's just things added to it, so to speak. Not really much taken away, it's more things added. What you don't see, even in the screenshots you don't see it, because I literally just added it this morning. There is seating out front there's a little patio area out there, so I did put, maybe it is in this video. Just not this part of it, I guess. Maybe it is in the screenshots even. Not sure. Anyway, there is a picnic table that your Sims can sit at, and I'm going to put a barbecue out there. I've got a barbecue out there. You don't see that in the screenshots. You do see a barbecue in the back area, but I do end up putting a community one in the front, and I'm not sure that it's in the footage. I honestly can't remember. I built this probably about 2 weeks ago now, and it has been taking me this long just to edit it. I was trying to get it all in one video, but it was impossible. Even edited, bathrooms cut out, kitchens cut out, sped up, chopped up, it was still an hour and a half. So I gave up on that idea, and I'm going to do it in a couple of parts. So this is part 1. Hopefully part 2 should be out tomorrow. If not, it'll be Tuesday, or Monday or Tuesday. But yeah. And then once the video comes out, the next video, I will have a link in the description, and you'll be able to get it on the gallery then. This will be on the gallery as Highland Apartments. And yeah, you can get it that way, or I'll put the link in the description of the next video. You can also always find my builds using the hashtag K8Simsley. And so you'll be able to find it that way. So you saw there that I made balconies. The first apartment building has 3 apartments. So the main floor, middle floor, top floor. There is a laundry room in that building. So you'll see that come together. There's stairwell going up the back. It's an outside, fire escape stairwell. Right there, and you can see that literally on the screen. And then the second building has 2 apartments. So there's a lower and an upper apartment. The third building isn't actually apartments, so it's going to be a little community area. That's where I'm putting these, air conditioning units on top of right now. It's not livable, it's just playable. So when your Sims live in these apartments, they will be able to, use that community space. So it has, is a chess table. There is, a bookcase. I think there's a TV, possibly. And there is a whole bunch of easels. I was imagining in my head that one of the tenants in this apartment is an artist, and she teaches classes, because as I was building this, I actually thought about The Sims, which I don't do very often. But I imagined that there was an artist, and then there was a couple of, apartments that were older people, so she would teach them art. So there's several easels. I think there's, 4 or 5 of them anyway. There's a lot, so she could essentially teach a class. But yeah, that's what I imagined. I imagine it's just a place for them to do stuff. There's also some planters out in the back that you'll see in the next video coming up. But here there's a little garden bed out front that is already filled in for you. You could pull the plants out and put whatever you wanted in there. But yeah, like I said, I really like it. I'm really happy with it. I think it's pretty cool. I'm going to go crazy and do the next video, because the next part is all the interiors. So this is the whole, like, I don't do the back, I don't show the back in this one. This is just the front. I show a little bit of the back, I shouldn't say that, because I do show a little tiny bit, I think. But it's not much. I showed you, like, the balconies and putting the stairs on and stuff. But, yeah, the next videos are, like, the interior and all the details on the property. So, like, the flowers and the lights and this and that and the other, whatever. Yeah, so these front doors and windows, I changed them out a ton. Even in this video, you'll see them change a whole bunch. But, what you see here, they do stay pretty close to that. I think the one middle building with the 2 apartments, I changed that door out. It's funny, because that building, I guess because it's sitting on the platform, everything in that building went wrong. So that footage is what's taking me so long. It was just horrid. Like, everything kept messing up. I love platforms. I think they're a great addition to the game. However, I really wish that the Sims team would focus on fixing things that are wrong. Because right now, it's not that the game's not playable. I'm sure it's perfectly fine. But it's annoying. When you're building with platforms, it really messes things up. Like, bad. Every time you place another wall, that platform raises up. Like, there are points in this build, because I had to extend the platform inside to make it work properly, right? Like, I wanted it to go into the build. So I had it going in the front door. And then you step down, you go to your apartment, you're fine. Or you can go up the stairs to your apartment upstairs. But every time you placed a wall downstairs, it messed up the apartment. Or the platform. It was like halfway up in the air at one point, almost as tall as the darn building. I was getting pretty frustrated with it. But it all works out in the end. It just took a lot of fiddling and now a lot of editing for me to get it all together. But yeah, so these are the Highland Apartments. And you'll see that they come together pretty well. The first building, it is the more ghetto of the 3, if that's the right word. Like, it's the more rundown one. It's not bad by any means. Like, it's not a horrible place to live. You could totally live there and be fine. There's, like, cracks in the walls and dirt on the floor. I figure it's, like, the older of all 3 buildings. That was my thought, anyway. So it's a little more rundown than the other 2. But I like it. It's cozy, if that makes sense. The apartments themselves are gorgeous. Like, I filled them with beautiful furniture. And I think they're pretty nice. They're not run down inside. But, yeah. I like how it is with them kind of run down. So that's what we've got there. So yeah, here you can see I'm just getting the outside together. I put some billboards up on the roof. I put them on this building. And then later on I put them on the garage building as well. And I like that. It made it look more city. This is built right in the city. On that old salt house or whatever it is. That lot right by the water. Down in San Myshuno. And I'm gonna say I'm pretty happy with it. I've said that a whole bunch of times. I don't want to say that. I, have no idea what to say. I opted to use these windows from the new, industrial kit, and I think they look fantastic. I also put these small windows underneath them. I will put them all in a line in a second. You'll see that. I do change them a little bit. But I think they worked pretty well, and the door gets slid over. That door is going to change. Eventually, it's going to change to a totally different door. I've tried, I put this door, and then it turned out this door was too tall because of the platform. So I end up changing it out later. I don't know if you see it in this build. I don't think you do. You'll see it in the next one. For the next set of apartments, or the interiors of the apartments, or whatever it is. But I put some lights out here by these trees, and I thought that looked pretty cool. I love looking at the lighting in the nighttime. It just makes me happy. So when I'm placing lighting, I always turn it to nighttime. But yeah, what else is there to say? The back of the first building here, not the middle one that you're seeing, but the first building where I just stuck that window, it, has, I'm at a loss for words. I haven't slept. I could not sleep. Last night I kept having, really weird, I was starting to doze off and I'd have, almost, dreams. And then it would jolt me awake. A lot of times it's about heights. I don't know what happened. One day, out of nowhere, randomly, I became afraid of heights. I was never afraid of heights before. But I became randomly afraid of heights, and now as I'm falling asleep, I imagine I'm falling off a crane or a building, or I'm way up in the air, and I hate it. It scares me and freaks me out. Well, it kept happening last night with that and other things, and then I got up and I came in my office and I sat down to watch TV or something, or watch YouTube or something, till I got tired, and I realized that today is 9/11. So 20 years ago today was the 9/11 terror attacks in the States, so all of that came up on my screen immediately, and I got into watching videos about that, and yeah, after watching that, you don't want to go back to bed. So I have literally been up all night, which is totally fine, because, no one's here but me. My daughter's here, but she's not hard. She's talking to her friends on her phone, and she's perfectly fine. But yeah, my youngest is gone to my parents' house until Sunday, so it didn't matter that I didn't sleep, but I really wanted to sleep, but then I couldn't. But whatever. So yeah, I put in mailboxes and trash chutes in this building. But yeah, what was I saying? I forgot what I was saying before I gave that big spiel about not sleeping. I can't for the life of me remember. Anyway, so just moving around the windows, I put the stairs in, I put in trash chutes and mailboxes, and I think I've done the laundry room yet. I'm pretty sure I haven't. I think I'm going to do it soon. Yeah. And then, in the next video, you're going to see the interiors of this building get done first, before the other one. And I like them. I like how they are. I love, the furniture I used and the layout. It's funny, because I'm not usually good at apartments. Doing apartment layouts, oh my god, it makes me insane. Granted, this is a little different than EA. Or The Sims, I mean. When you're building in, the actual apartments that come with the game, you can't move the windows, so you're, limited in your floor plan. This was a little bit easier. I could put things where I wanted them, how I wanted them, and add my own windows. I have used Tool to do that before in, the apartments that come with the game, but it's useless unless I'm going to play, because if you guys download it, I don't think that those windows are there. If I'm wrong, let me know. But I'm pretty sure that if I place a window with Tool and you download the apartment, that window's not going to be there anymore. Or it could maybe be there, but the other window will be there or something. I'm not sure how it works, so I haven't ever uploaded them if I do that. But if I'm wrong, let me know, and I will totally start uploading them to the gallery. Anyway, I put this little flower pot thing here out front of this building. And I create a little entry area for that first building, and I add some of these stains and make it look all grungy, and yeah, not too much more. We're almost at the end. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit the little bell so you're notified of every time that I upload. The rest of this build should be up in a day or two, and you can find me on all social media using the hashtag K8Simsley. Have yourself a simtacular day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!